Hello, brothers and sisters. How you doing today? Why do mass school shootings happen? And what can you do going forward? And what is the universe telling us that's happening? Before I start this video, I'm doing this in a public setting, and I'm using my oral tradition as I am organic to this land. So I am exerting the oral tradition before the colonizers came, as I am organic to the land before I give you the decode. So guys, you were taught as children the government is to trust the government. So you yourself been programmed in a box. So another question, if a lion is steadily eating your family, would you keep giving the lion more children to eat? That's basically what you're doing to the school system. Now I'm going to give you some stamps. So before these mass school shootings, remember the post offices? Remember some of the presidential candidates back in the 60s? And some of the leaders for civil rights? Remember they used to, we can go conspiracy, used to get assassinated. So can you say Manchurian candidate, MLK program? So certain words or music does something to these people, and they do what they're going to do, but they don't remember doing it. So that's how it occurs. So there is an agenda in the schools. We've been watching the school shootings, and people keep sticking their children back. So who's in charge of your children? Is it the government or is it you? You are supposed to protect your children, but you give it back to the enemy side to say, hey, go ahead and take care. And they sure do show you. But now with them, with us knowing who they are, per the oral tradition, we keep telling you who they are. They must go. They are gone, guys. And they're just taking whoever they can take. But now I'm giving you, per the oral tradition, answers to the school shootings. So before the colonizer came in 1492, we used to school our own children in the communities. The colonizer came with an agenda, and he's been working on the mass population ever since. So let me give you a little bit more in depth. A foreign entity that's not American, they were not American, they created that, they brought that with them. There was no America before the colonizer came. You basically are giving your children to foreign people of this land that kill, steal, and destroy everywhere they go. And they've been doing it. They've been looking at your sports. They've been taking men, or they've been biological men. They've been letting them compete with women. They now in your schools have books about homosexuality right there where kids can pick it up and read it without parental consent. But whose fault is it? Who keeps allowing their children? So, in other words, you need to get your children out of the schools, and we need to form our own schools, because it will keep happening. We only learn with pain. But we're here telling you the answer as we're getting closer and closer to the however this is going to end, God. They have to go. We know who they are. But it will only ramp up more. And you're giving your consent each time you give your children to the enemy line. So we're supposed to be in our own communities teaching our own children. I'm going to give you a math arithmetic, because they have did that too. They dumped us down, guys. If I tell you what's 0 times 1, what will you say? 0, right? So 0 times 1, they taught you 0. Okay, what's 0 times yourself? Are you a 0? Or are you 1? So in other words, they refuse, even though they've been proven giving out wrong math per Terrence Howard, they never gonna change. If you say 0 times yourself, it's still 0. You call yourself a 0. So basic knowledge, guys, is basic. And this is the school system program. We each day, I don't have children, but I'm giving an answer to why the mass school shootings. The Manchurian candidate, that's what they do. They give you forewarning, and you so they feel it's okay to keep doing it. So we are giving you the answer to the riddle. What is to stop you from doing your own schools? Is the government over you? So the answer to that is free domain, freedom. There is a law that was only one law until man gave you his books. And then he kept creating laws, and you consent to these laws, and then he creates more and more laws. Let's go with more answers. Your Constitution says you have the right to bear arms. Is that right? So why do you need a license for a gun? If before the colonizer came in 1492, you used to hunt and fish, he's now telling you you have to pay with a license. So they are fictional characters. With anything legal is fiction. It's only law, and it was only one universal law, and you keep allowing man to tell his laws over the universal laws that's already here, which is just basically love your neighbor as you love yourself. And then we are the gods. You give your power to the fallen angels who are jealous of you. So all these people you see are the fallen sons and daughters of the fallen angels, guys. So I've been giving you, per the oral tradition, the answer to the school shootings. It's called problem solution. They create the problem and they know the solution, but from the beginning they know the answer. They never change, but you can change. Are you still in the box? Oh, and also the Rothschilds, who are also not like us. They said they would rather have a world what is it, a world of workers. They just want a world that works. Do schools give you the knowledge that I gained, guys? So a school system is just meant to keep you working. That's why it was designed. It's to keep you enslaved in a box, steadily working, while they take away your God-given rights per your own freedom. If something is killing you, why would you continue to go back to something that's killing you? Example after example. This is not about races or anything else. They created all of that. You were just an earthling on the land before they started dividing and conquering. But per the oral tradition, I just gave you the answer to the mass school shootings. And I'm announcing this in public, not in private, in public. The universe hears me. And because you're hearing me, you can now share my message. Do your own research. Because people have been telling us throughout time, but we've been so asleep in the program. I send this video always in the love and light. Please like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.